Last time I showed you guys life in Pakistan from my perspective, and how it's quite different to the negative stereotypes that people tend to have when they live abroad. However, that was only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to living in Pakistan, so I went to see life outside the bubble. I'm on my way to Shanaz's house. House help. They're kind of like little fairies. You leave your house a complete mess, and then when you come back, suddenly it's just magically sparkling clean. They're so much a part of our day-to-day lives, yet they also go so unnoticed. This is Shanaz, and she's the maid who works at my house. I never had a maid before when I lived in New Zealand, and I never had someone do my household chores for me either. But after coming here, I learned that having a maid is about as normal as, I don't know, having furniture. Our maids know the ins and outs of how we live, but how often have we given a thought about how they live? Honestly, I don't really know what to expect. Three rooms where she lives. Each room has a separate family living in it. This room here is Shanaz's. This is where she stays with her husband, her grown-up son, and sometimes even her niece and nephew. A journey that took me about 30 minutes by car usually takes Shanaz about an hour, sometimes 2 hours on a daily basis because she has to use public transport such as rickshaws or buses.
वो फैक्ट्री में करता है 20 दिन की उन्होंने तनख्वाह काट ली 20-25 दिन पे मैं अपने शौक बोला कोई बात नहीं चलो काम पे तो जा रहे हैं कोई बात नहीं काटनी
The power goes out in Shanaz's area multiple times in 24 hours, and it goes for such long periods of time. If you live in Pakistan, you know that the power goes out from time to time. It goes out even in my area, but when it goes out here, it's usually just for like maybe an hour or so. And even just that 1 hour with no power in summertime literally feels like a glimpse of hell. I can't even imagine like falling asleep without an AC in this heat, let alone without a fan. It's a shame. They live with the bare minimum as it is, and on top of that, they don't even get consistent electricity. That makes me so angry because they're so poor that we're made to believe that this is what they deserve. But it's not their fault.
मेरे को हो गया 22 साल काम करते हुए पहले बिल्कुल ही नहीं निकलती थी ना मुझे पता लेकिन मेरे जेठ ने इतना फ्रॉड हमारे साथ मारा हमारा घर बिक चुका बहुत मुश्किल में मैं आ गई जो भी ज़माने वाला था और कुछ नहीं था उसके पास बहुत परेशानी हो रही घर बनाया दोबारा फिर भेज दिया फिर मेरे लड़के ने इतनी मेरे से टेंशन ली इतनी टेंशन ली उसका दिमाग आउट हो गया 8 साल के बाद उसको होश आई फिर उसकी शादी की लेकिन वो शादी भी ना की फिर दूसरी शादी की क्योंकि वो लूटने वाले लोग थे उन्होंने हमारे साथ अच्छा नहीं किया मेरे सतीले जो बहन भाई थे शादी की अच्छी खासी सब कुछ किया हमें तो ये पता ही नहीं था तो ये धोखा करेंगे हमारे साथ.
Then I asked Zaini and Shanaz what their biggest dreams in life were. Zaini continued to tell me about how she loves makeup and beauty and hair and nails and all that stuff, and talking to Zaini It made me think of my own sister, who's also 15 years old and who also is obsessed with makeup and nails and hair and
करती और कुछ नहीं करना क्योंकि इनके ऊपर भी बहुत गरीबी है। दिन वो है ना एडमिशन नहीं दिवा सकते अभी तक। मैं यही पसंद है क्योंकि मैं जरा अपना इंशाल्लाह ताला घर बन गया जिस जगह ली थी उसको अभी बस इसका 40,000 है। मैं यही चाहती हूँ वहाँ दिहाड़ी चली जाऊँगी घर बनाना अल्लाह ताला मदद करेगा इंशाल्लाह।
Oftentimes while she's working, we talk. She shares stories about her husband, her relatives, her past, her children. Sometimes all people want is just someone to listen.
और मैं जब भी परेशानी मेरे ऊपर आई है या कुछ भी सी मैं बस उठ के दुआ करनी शुरू अपने बाप को याद करती थी अपने गॉड को याद करती थी और बहन भाइयों ने मेरे सही मुझे दाव लगाया है लेकिन मैं कहती हूँ मेरे बहन भाई सब जड़े ख़त्म हो गए और तेरा मेरी छोटी बहन है लड़का मेरा भाई है जब मैं इंतकाल करती हूँ मैं यही समझूंगी तो वो मेरे सामने आ गए मैं ये नहीं कभी सोचूंगी आज मेरा बहन भाई होता या कुछ होता मेरे साथ खड़े होते मैं यही सोचती तो मेरे है तो सही है ना बेटी की जगह तो बहन बन गई हैं 2 भाई की जगह पे बेटा आ गया शोहर मेरा इतना होशियार चलाक नहीं है उसका ये बात थी बीवी को डांटें बीवी के ऊपर रोक जमाएं बीवी को ये करें बीवी को ये वो करें आज मैं अपनी मंजिल पे पहले शुरू से निकली होती या गवर्नमेंट की जॉब करती तो आज मैं अपने बच्चों को अच्छी तलीम दिलाती ये कहती हूँ हर लड़की को ये होना चाहिए तो मजबूत हर लड़के को ये होना चाहिए तो जब मेरी शादी हो गई है ये ना सोचे हम ये ऐसे करें अपनी मंजिल जड़ी अच्छी हासिल करें।
She told me that her life was not always like this. She had opportunities in the past, but sadly her husband wasn't educated and never supported her or allowed her to educate her children either. Out of the kindness and respect in her heart, she obeyed him, and now she regrets not doing more when she had the chance. Call me crazy, but I think many of us can relate to similar situations like these even in our own lives today.
अच्छा काम मिला है मेरा टाइम अच्छा हो जाता है गुजारा जैसा भी आप पूछे
That was a really crazy experience, beyond anything I've ever seen before in my life. These are all things that perhaps I would have never noticed or even thought about had I stayed in New Zealand these past 2 years. In my life, I never really felt class difference before I moved here. It's just something that I was never exposed to. I've never grown up in a society where the class distinction is so apparent. For me, this was just like a one-off trip, you know, to a different side of town. But for her, it's like, it's her everyday life, you know, this is her reality, this is her everyday. We all have dreams, we all feel sorrows, we feel betrayals, and we all feel love. But we just get put into these different life circumstances. And rather than constantly creating a divide by picking on these differences between us, we need to shed more light on the things that make us one. If we can start to see the people in front of us as human and put aside these man-made labels that have been created, we'll be able to see that beyond color, beyond ethnicity, religion, class, gender, there is a human with stories, a human with emotions, a human with feelings just like yours. And if we're able to do that, then we're able to bring about change in this world.